Hello YouTube, and welcome to yet another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install an emulator for the Mac. I'm using Yosemite, and this is the one we're going to install is OpenEMU. And so you can use the Atari 2600, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Gear, all the way down to TurboGrafx 16 and the Virtual Boy. And right now I don't have any installed. I actually uninstalled Super Mario 3. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you how to go about and installing everything. Let me find my... Oh, where's it at? Okay, well anyway, we'll just do it this way. So what you want to do is go to Chrome or whatever your browser is. I'm going to bring this over here. And in Google, type in OpenEMU, and it's the very first link, OpenEMU multiple video game systems, and you'll just click on it and then just click download, and it's a 32 megabyte download. But once that downloads, I'm going to cancel it since I already have it. You can exit out of that. And then what you want to do is you want to go down to your downloads, and then you'll have OpenEMU, the zip file, and you want to unzip that, which I'm unzipping it again. And then it'll open it inside your downloads folder, and what it is just opens a file. Open your file up and drag OpenEMU to your launchpad, and then open it up. Now all this is it's just a player. It's not an actual, it's not gonna keeps opening on my other screen. It doesn't download games for you. You have to find them. This is just the player. So we're gonna keep that open here, and we're gonna go into Chrome one more time. And we're going to find a game. Just a second. Okay, so let's look up Mario Kart. First, let's check the game that I have. Okay, so let's look at Mario. Let's look up the original Mario for the Nintendo. So we want Mario Brothers ROM. And then the one I want to use actually isn't even that one. Trying to remember the website that I went to. Let's see, EMU. Okay, the website I usually go to, or that I went to, is Love ROMs. And then, so loveroms.com. And then here's where you can choose your console, and it tells you how many downloads there are. So the one I want is, I want not the Super Nintendo, but the regular Nintendo. And then it has your game titles here. So it's got quite a few of them. It also has the district, or not the district, but the I can't remember what it's called. But let's download and you can search, and I want to search for anything with Mario in it. And then let's go down. Mario Bomb Jet. I don't even know what some of those are. Let's go with Mario Paint. I wonder if they have that. No, they don't. I can't remember what it's actually called. And it even tells you a brief history of the actual, where it was released and everything. I didn't even know. Huh. I never knew that. Apparently it was released July 15th, 1983 in Japan, and October 18th, 1985 in America. So it was released in Japan first. I didn't know that. Okay, so let's just keep it simple. Mario. Mario Brothers. What is that? Anyway, and then of course you have all these stupid little ads at the bottom. Let's download this. Now, when you download it, if you notice here, don't tell me that's like in Japanese or something. We'll find out. But what you do is you double click on it. It has a .zip.dmg, so you just double click on it and it'll open. And then just click on, double click here. It's a downloader. And then what it does is it'll download it to your desktop or wherever you want to put it, which I should have actually put it somewhere else. Now from here, what you want to do is you just take the .zip file, make sure you're inside Nintendo NES, and drag it over. And now we have it here. And then all you have to do is just double click on it. And it'll open up. Which, this isn't right. Oh, okay, I remember this. Okay, so yeah, and you can change your settings. This one isn't very good. I mean, you can't jump and move, you have to move and jump. So yeah, and then you just hit the power button to exit the game. I'm going to uninstall it, but if you right click it, and you have to hold the right click down, and then you can add to a collection, you can rename the game, or you can delete it. I'm going to delete it, and I'm going to move to trash. So that's not the one I wanted. So let's download a game for, say, the the Game Boy. So we're gonna open Chrome back up. Go to ROMs. All right, let's go home. And then I want the Game Boy. And of course they have Zelda. So, Legend of Zelda, there we go, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, and it's the 1.2, or the American version, which is the one you want. Then they have Game Boy Camera Gold Zelda Edition, not sure what that is. We'll click on this one here. And I'll show you what happens whenever if you didn't understand what you installed a while ago, when you tried to upload the game, I'll explain that. And then here, what we can do is we have this downloader. Now we're going to browse. We're actually going to create a link, or not a link, but a new folder somewhere. I'm going to put it on my drive, my external hard drive. And it's not gonna let me rename it, so I'll just choose the untitled folder for right now. And then click next. Next. It'll install, finish. Okay. And now what we want to do is we want to bring in, come back to the drive, go down to the untitled folder, and of course that'll open. Oh, that's right, it's right there. It's on my desktop. Let's rename this to Game ROMs. And I'm going to drag this in here. And then this is a Game Boy. So I'm going to drag that in there. And then I want to separate these. I want to keep them good. So, well, they're all going to be zipped, so that don't really matter. And then what you do is you just drag this over to the Game Boy. If you're not in Game Boy, so if I was in Game Gear and I were to drag this over, nothing happened. But what it does is it puts it where it's meant to be. Now, I don't have a core, so see, you have core provided by, and I don't have a core for the Game Boy. So when you try to play it, it tells you that you're missing a core, so you just click install, and it downloads and installs the core, and then you can play your game. Of course, the mouse button doesn't work. If you come down to the bottom, you can save the current game, and you can go into here and you can add cheats. And then you type in your code. You can also go into edit game controls, which is probably a good idea to do that. And you can change all your controls. So the letter A is A, the letter B is B, select is the right shift, but I want it to be the left shift. Start is the enter key, and then you have your arrow keys, which is good, and then you have special keys down at the bottom. So you can do quick save, quick load, pause, stuff like that. And you can take a screenshot. So, and that saves automatically. You don't have to do anything with that. So we can just exit this. And then we can just press enter, enter. And what's good about this is that you can click, you can make it into full screen by clicking right here. And now it's full screen. And then my name. Aha, you can't do it like that. And of course you can't backspace. Oh, there we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. You can only have 5 characters, so I'm just gonna go Z, 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 Z. Okay. Let's enter. So now we have Zelda here. He's gonna wake up. Blah, 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 blah. Gotta love the old games. So now you can move around, interact with people. Hey, it looks like Mario. But yeah, you can... What was that? Whoops. Okay, well that's interesting. So yeah. So that's Zelda. Oh, S. The S. Whoa, what the heck? So yeah, this is Zelda. And if you've never played this game, it's... I always liked all the Zelda games. So I'm going to exit out of this. And we'll install one more game. An older game. Let's go for really old. Let's go for like Atari 2600. So we're going to... Ah, crap. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so let's go back to Love ROMs. Let's go with ROMs, and I want the Atari 2600. Now, I don't know any games for this exactly, but there's a digital clock, corridor demo, tic-tac-toe, A-Team, I don't know, alligator people. So yeah, I mean, artillery duel, assault bomb. Let's go with assault bomb. I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. Download. So we're gonna download it. We're gonna open it. And then we're going to choose the file, and I want to come here. No, actually, I want to open this back up, create a new folder in here. Atari 2600, keep them kind of organized. Want game ROMs, Atari 2600, open, next, and finish. And then you just find your game you just downloaded and drag it over. And then click to open it. And once you install one of these, you don't have to install any more, so... Cool. Oh, I clicked the reset button. What are my keys? Okay, so we're gonna have to edit controls. Press A to fire. Oh, okay. Okay, press the up arrow to fire. Okay, that makes sense. What was that? Good jazz. I like these old games, though. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a... I'll do a video series about these. I don't know. Which some of these... What the hell are those things, anyway? Like, flying squid? It's like a turtle had sex with an octopus or something. It's like throwing up on me. What? What was that? Alright, anyway. That's it for this video. As always, comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.